How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the Kuwait Transfer 3-bike carrier on our 2022 Toyota Tacoma. You'll notice that our Transfer is a wheel-mounted bike carrier where you have a contact point with the front hook that ratchets down to keep the front of your bike down, and a rear cradle and strap to secure your bike. The type of person that would want to go for a wheel-mounted carrier is a person who owns a bike that has unconventional frame or possibly a carbon fiber bike frame that's going to secure your bike without having any contact points to the frame itself. The best feature of the Transfer is the fact that you can actually open the arms outward where you can step on the inside so you don't have to lift over a bunch of things to load your bike. So you can load this guy, the second one, and the third. In this case, since there's just one, I'm gonna show you our tilt feature. I'm gonna support the carrier and just lower it down to get to our tilt. And as you can see with this particular setup, you don't really get much of a tilt. You won't be able to access your tailgate. So if you have a tonneau cover, you're gonna have to roll it back or remove it if you need access to the bed of the truck. And as far as clearance from the ground, if you were to have 3 bikes on here, you wouldn't have any issues as far as making contact with the ground. However, it could be a lot heavier, so you may want to have assistance as far as tilting it or lifting it back up. We're going to remove our rear strap by pressing the switch here to relieve the ratchet, and we're going to slide that through our spokes just to get it out of our way. And we're going to press down on the hook to relieve the tension and raise it up and push it forward. So now we can just grab our bike by the frame and walk out. So that U-shaped frame on the Transfer makes it super easy to just slide in and load your bikes without having to wrestle around other bikes or the carrier itself. With our bike removed, let's take a look at our cradles. So you have your front cradle here that's channeled for like your road bikes, trail bikes, and also your fat tire bikes. Out the box, you're only going to be able to use a 3-inch tire. If you have a fat tire, there are extension straps to get you up to 5 inches. The ratchet attachment here is padded to hook down on your front wheel and put pressure on the front of your bike to help keep everything stabilized. So we're gonna fold up our arms and get some measurements on our carrier to see how much we're adding to the rear. With it being a 3-bike carrier, you can see you add quite a bit of space onto the back of your vehicle. Let's see how far out we're going. So from the bumper, you're adding about 45 inches, so quite a bit of space. And for your ground clearance, you're doing pretty well. Let me slide these arms out of my way, and that'll let me get a little bit closer into the lowest point right here on your lever. And that's right at 18 inches. And with the ground clearance on the Tacoma, you shouldn't have any issues going up steep inclines or steep driveways. So that should all be fine. Let's fold this guy up. I'm gonna release it. And you see we go up pretty close, but still not making any contact. And furthest point still is the pedal, and you're about a foot away from your bumper. In general, that's pretty compact considering how many bikes you can transport in a stowaway position. On the back of the vehicle, you can actually see your tail lights and your license plate pretty well. Your backup camera is definitely going to pick it up, so just be aware of what's on the back of your vehicle and use your rear view mirrors. The Transfer is constructed from aluminum that's powder coated to help you against corrosion and basically hold up against the weather. Your shank, however, is steel, and with the steel shank, it is a 2-inch receiver. And you use the included tool for the anti-rattle device that's built in the inside of your shank. Essentially what it is a ball bearing that pushes against the inside of the receiver tube to fill up the space or slot that you would have to stabilize the whole carrier on the back of the vehicle. The Transfer is a really good 3-bike carrier from the Kuwait line. It is the entry model, but it is still very quality with the way it's constructed. If you wanted to compare it against a different model, it would be the Rocky Mounts monorail system that can be outfitted to carry 3 bikes. Main differences between the two: your trade-off will be a higher weight capacity with the Rocky Mounts, as well as a wider tire width out the box. But you're going to have a center mast where your trays are that blocks out your backup camera, where a gold post design on the Transfer is going to allow you to be able to peek through your backup camera to see what's going on behind you in reverse. This has been a look at the Kuwait Transfer 3-bike carrier on the back of our 2022 Toyota Tacoma. Have a great day.